We're really pleased with the Avant and the winch, the way it works. You know, it's such a versatile machine. We run flail mowers, log grabs. The winch is a great attachment really. So we're using a forestry skidding winch, Uniforest skidding winch. So it's just a 4-ton winch, because obviously if it's too big we're not going to have the power to do it. So the way we've configured it, because it's sort of quite interesting really in a way, so the winch itself is a PTO driven winch, which then drives a chain which moves the drum around, and then the hydraulic part is the payout and the clutch band release. So it has its own hydraulic pump and reservoir. So obviously there's no PTO on an Avant, so we've put the 3-point link attachment onto the Avant. So this bit here is the Avant 3-point link attachment. You can buy direct from Avant, so that just goes straight onto the coupling. And then we've gone out and we've got a hydraulic PTO drive motor. So this runs 540 drive PTO at 60 litres a minute. So obviously we've got flow and return, that goes straight up to the faster coupling on the Avants, and then it's just through to a very, very short PTO and into the machine. So we don't quite get as much pull as what we should, because obviously there isn't the torque in this that you have out of a tractor PTO. So as it starts to struggle, the pump just cuts off and won't allow it to spin, because obviously we've run out of flow. So we do turn the flow up occasionally, but at the same time we don't want to burn the motor out. So it's a bit of one or the other. So to be fair, it works pretty well. You know, we're pushing its limits. We're pulling these poles down full of brash, and there's a lot of it just stacked on top of each other. It's been mostly felled on chainsaw courses, so there's not really much order to it, which is a shame. But it's working. It's working. So we've got to pick our things. And again, when you're felling trees, you don't usually need a huge amount of pull to fell a tree, because all you're doing is just trying to get that weight past the vertical point. So that's how the Uniforest PTO winch works, or skidding winch on the front of the Avant. It's quite a simple setup really. Obviously we've had to have that bracket welded on there, and the other thing we've had done, which Avant, or the dealers for Avant happily fitted for us, was the trailer electrics at the front here, so we could run through for remote control. So that is just wired up to one light, to the headlights, and that's it. It just literally gives power to the winch, and that we then run the Uniforest winch remote. So we have 2 buttons for on, the off button, haul in, pay out, and then continuous payout. And that's all that's really needed really. And the fact that we can walk away with our cable, you know, sort of leaving one-man operation, makes a huge difference. So we are currently only a 2-person team, so one of us being able to winch and process whilst the other one is out forwarding means we can be a lot more productive.